So off the top, we'll have live look of traffic along the Bay Bridge, followed by 2 VOs, then a SOT animation to a pre-pro VO.
Yeah, we're just going to do Bay Bridge instead. Thank you. Okay.
15. That's Anne Arundel County. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
The News at 4 begins with the hustle and bustle of the holiday travel season. Here's a live look at the Bay Bridge in Anne Arundel County. AAA predicting nearly 72 million Americans will travel by vehicle for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And as you cook your delicious meals for the holiday, it's important to keep safety in mind. Important steps you need to take before making your plate. Plus, the Washington Commanders are looking to bounce back this weekend after a 3-game losing streak. The message from coaches to players as they get ready to face off against the Tennessee Titans.
WUSA9 Weather Impact Alert is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
The News at 4 begins with your weather impact holiday forecast. It is a busy travel day for all 3 airports in our regions as families prepare for Thanksgiving night. And as you get ready to celebrate with your loved ones, many of you are keeping a close eye on the forecast. Thanks for joining us on WUSA9 and streaming on WUSA9 Plus. I'm Larry Miller. Well, we're tracking a few showers to kick off your holiday. Meteorologist Caitlin McGrath is here with your Thanksgiving Day forecast. Caitlin,
nice
the good news is that tomorrow will not be a total washout.
Yeah, and Larry, we're going to get the worst of the weather out of here as we head into early Thursday morning. So let's get right to those weather impact details. The alert is from 2 a.m. until 11 a.m. That's when the heaviest rain will fall, and we will continue to see improvement throughout much of the day tomorrow. So as you wake up to overcast skies, don't be discouraged. We'll get to that forecast here for you as we track those showers as we kick off the holiday. Now, again, the rain will be the heaviest in the morning
After first
and
weather,
really
we'll animate
early,
to
like
OTS
hopefully while
left
you're
on camera
sleeping
3.
during the pre-dawn hours. But if you are signed up to walk or run in a turkey trot, it might be a little bit damp. So get a poncho or a jacket ready for
we'll
that.
have you
If you've got to
on
get
camera
the
3 for
turkey
an
and the smoker
OTS, then
early in
during
the
the
morning, you might
boxes
be
you'll turn
dodging
to
some
2 for
raindrops.
Matthew.
But throughout the afternoon, we'll continue to see more and more sunshine. And we once again are looking at a nice little snow event in the higher terrain of the Alleghenies. But for most of us, this is going to be a strictly cold, chilly rain event. Now, this is 9 o'clock this evening. If you're hitting the road late tonight, you might run into a few spotty showers.
The key will be boxes cam too.
Back into parts of West Virginia or Pennsylvania. Otherwise, we'll just see those scattered showers continue to move in through the overnight hours. By the time we get to around 3, 4 a.m., you might wake up to some of this heavy rain, especially if you live north of 66. Otherwise, plan on waking up to off and on waves of rain, generally light to moderate with a little bit of heavy rain possible from time to time. But by lunchtime, this is right around 12 o'clock, we're only left with a shower or 2. Skies are already going to be clearing off to the west. And by Thursday afternoon, we have some nice sunshine to enjoy. So if you're looking to get out, maybe go for a walk after you enjoy your meal, I would just dress warmly. Temperatures are going to be falling through the 40s. We'll have blustery wind coming in from the north and west, making it feel even cooler than it actually is. So your Thanksgiving Day planner, you need the umbrella in the morning. You won't need it after 12 p.m. But then as we look ahead toward the evening, that blustery wind is really going to start to pick up, and it'll stick around for the weekend. We'll talk about a much cooler temperatures on the way for the weekend coming up in my forecast.
Caitlin, thank you. Well, hours before the Thanksgiving holiday means plenty of activity in the skies. The TSA is expecting to screen 2.9 million flyers today. Our Matthew Torres has been at Reagan National Airport all day with a look at the record-breaking holiday travel rush. And Matthew, how are things going right now? Are folks getting to their destinations on time?
Larry's mic is clear.
Hey, Larry, for the most part, it seems to be that way today. Now here, the flow of traffic has been steady, but at the shower, we're seeing it slowly starting to pick back up. Again, something that we normally expect at this hour. This season is going to be a pretty interesting one. This is the first Thanksgiving since the U.S. Department of Transportation passed those new regulations on when and how airlines are supposed to give refunds. Certainly good news for passengers who may be caught in major delays or cancellations cancellations. Now, I did just look at the big board inside. So far, there are about a dozen delays, more so going to Newark Airport, where earlier today the FAA issued a ground delay because of staffing issues. Let's talk about those new rules, though. Passengers must receive automatic refunds if the airline cancels a flight, no matter the reason, and you are not rebooked on a new flight or you do not accept that rebooking. Another reason is if your flight is significantly changed and you do not accept the new itinerary. So what's considered a significant change? A domestic flight being delayed by more than 3 hours, an international flight delayed by more than 6 hours. There are changes to the origin or destination airport. There's an increase in connections. You've been downgraded to a lower class of services and less accessible connection for passengers with disabilities.
I think that's great for passengers. You feel like you're getting something back. You feel like you're being taken care of. Your concerns are being heard. I think that's an excellent thing to do for customers, to really make them feel valued. I do think it'll be important to try to stick to the itinerary as much as possible, but those things do happen.
Thank you, Matthew.
Now, you're also entitled to a refund for extra services such as in-flight Wi-Fi and seat selection if you paid that, and of course the airline does not provide those services. And also keep in mind that according to the Department of Transportation, that these refunds must be automatic, must be prompt, meaning they're at the counter in full and paid in cash or whatever payment you used to pay for this flight. Now, you might be wondering, what about your bags? We certainly have seen issues of luggage concerns within the past year and a half, especially here at the airport. We'll talk more about that coming up in the next hour. Larry?
All right. And of course, if you're getting ready to leave momentarily, please get to the airport as early as you can so that you can make your flight on time. Matthew Torres reporting live for us. Matthew, thank you so much. To the rails right now, where Amtrak says that it's ready to handle the surge in travelers. Thanksgiving is the busiest time of the year for America's national railroad. Amtrak is adding cars to trains and increasing staffing at stations. Last year, Amtrak carried more than 1 million passengers during the Thanksgiving travel period. That includes nearly 150,000 people boarding or exiting at Washington Union Station. This year, Amtrak says that it expects things to be even busier.
We have definitely added more frequency
24 seconds as
to
well
our
this
Northeast
year.
corridor. We've added more cars on our Northeast regional trains. And another thing that's special at Washington Union Station is that we have a brand new temporary ticketed waiting area to be able to service guests so they can have a comfortable place to sit as they wait for their trains. And we have more ambassadors in our system as well this year.
Thank you.
That new temporary waiting area is located near the main ticket counter. You'll need a ticket in order to get in. Washington Union Station is the second busiest station in Amtrak's network. Well, the holiday means lots of cooking, and for fire departments, that also means a lot of calls related to that as well, especially if you don't know what you're doing with a deep fryer. Prince George's County Fire and EMS is offering advice in hopes of preventing kitchen fires. Our Alexis Wainwright shows us what you can do to be prepared and just how quickly flames can spread.
Fire crews say that cooking is a leading cause to house fires.
After this, we'll animate to Larry, camera 2, Neody.
A lot more people in the kitchen cooking more than normal or getting distracted easily while in the kitchen. District Heights Fire Station 826 is busy.
The holidays specifically, our call volume tends to increase.
But they expect things to get even busier come Thanksgiving.
Probably at least one a day in the county. Is some
2 minutes in package. All right, just confirming for traffic. We have Larry at the BAM with the general map.
Tomorrow,
we're going to go to the Bay Bridge on Aux 4.
I could see that expanding tenfold at least.
Oh, we did.
Unattended cooking is the #1 cause of fires. Everything from food on
Bay Bridge
stovetops,
on
in
Router
ovens,
11,
and in those deep
American
fryers.
Legion Bridge, Router 8.
So we decided to go over the way to prevent these fires from
270
happening.
Clarksburg,
When it comes
Router
to frying
5.
a turkey.
Not in the kitchen, not in the garage, not on the back deck where it's wood or something that could, if it were to catch on fire, could catch your home on fire as well. But at a safe distance, 25, 30 feet away from the home.
Thanksgiving 2023, this home quickly caught fire after a turkey fryer was used on a deck of an Oxon Hill house. You also need to make sure your turkey is fully thawed and dried off before putting it into the oil. Speaking of oil, it should be no higher than the very top of the turkey. Don't overfill.
Often people make the mistake of adding an excessive amount of oil, not accounting for the volume of the turkey. They add the turkey to the fryer, the oil overflows and catches on fire.
Next, having a plan of how you'll react should there be a fire. Have a fire extinguisher in the kitchen and know how to use it properly.
At least an arm's distance away, if not two. If you get too close to it, the propellant coming out of the extinguisher can actually splatter the grease and spread the fire. Another option in the kitchen, especially if you don't have a fire extinguisher, if it were a pot or a pan that you have a lid on, you can simply slide the lid over quickly and let it suffocate the flames.
Battalion Chief Eric Reith says another safety tool, small fire blankets. They're easier to use and you can drape them over a flaming pot and suffocate the flames. Lastly,
but remember to be safe. And if you need the fire department, if you need EMS, we're just one call away.
Alexis Wainwright, WUSA9.
Animation, that was about 2:35.
As the official television partners of the Washington Commanders, we are helping you get ready for Sunday's big game right here on WUSA9. You can watch that game. The Commanders taking on the Tennessee Titans right here on Channel 9. The team is back to work after their latest loss to the Dallas Cowboys. Head coach Dan Quinn says that now is not the time to panic. Our Chick Hernandez has the latest from Commanders Park.
And roll package.
After starting 7-2, the Commanders could do no wrong.
Package runs 121.
3 straight losses as they get ready to host the Tennessee Titans. Head coach Dan Quinn has been in this league for over 2 decades.
After this, we'll do a series of VOs for Sean Taylor, followed by the T's.
The challenge of 3 straight losses in your experience throughout this league, what worked best to get you out of that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I visited with staff and the team, because you can press and feel tighter about it because you want it so badly to go, and I wanted to make sure the play style and identity. That's such an important thing to make sure, like, above all else, this scheme, that time, that 4th down, that, whatever we thought, it's so important to make sure that comes across. When you and our fans and families and everybody watch us play, they say, okay, I feel that. And that's
30.
Where you start. And you want to make sure whatever's caused any clutter or gray, let's move that out and make sure featuring the things that we do really well and dig in on those really hard.
So they practice here on Wednesday. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, they will practice again early and then give the entire staff off to enjoy Thanksgiving. Friday, right back to work and trying to get that first win in 4 weeks. With the Commanders, Chick Hernandez, WUSA9 Sports.
And QVO.
Today marks 17 years since the sudden death of former Washington legend Sean Taylor. The team posted this in honor of him on social media. Taylor's life was cut short after he was shot during a home invasion back in 2007. When he passed, he was in the middle of his 4th season with the team. During Taylor's career, he was a 2-time Pro Bowler and 2-time All-Pro. Washington retired Taylor's number 21 jersey in 2021.
And T's.
Here at WC9, we believe that the environment matters, and this year we are highlighting schools that align with our mission. Ahead, we'll introduce you to our Eco Challenge winners in Prince George's County. Plus, after the holiday shopping, after Thanksgiving holiday, I should say, the holiday shopping season officially gets unleashed. The deals that you can snag right now, the holiday market in D.C. this season. Caitlin.
And it's going to be nice if you're heading out to the holiday market Friday or over the weekend. But tomorrow we've got rain on the way. It's still several hours off to our west. But coming up, I'll take you hour by hour through when those showers arrive, when the heaviest rain will fall, and when it dries out just in time for Thanksgiving afternoon.
All right, a lot of people getting ready to head on the roads to see loved ones for the holiday, and with that, lots of traffic in and around town. A bit busier than what we would typically see at this time, so if you can leave the house earlier, we suggest that you do. Even consider pushing it back till about 8, 9 o'clock when things die down. You can see how things are shaping up both in the inner and outer loop here in Prince George's County. This primarily in Upper Marlboro and Largo area with the same sort of delays on the top side of the Beltway as well in Montgomery County. Virginia seems to be doing so far so good at this point. Let's give you a live look and show you how things are shaping up. This is Route 50 heading across the Bay Bridge where we typically see a lot of traffic. Now things are moving right now on the eastbound side, which is certainly good news if you're getting ready to head toward Annapolis. Another part of Maryland, this is 495, the Beltway in Bethesda near the American Legion Bridge. So far, so good, both on the inner and outer loop. So if you're getting ready to leave or expecting loved ones to make their way to your house, they should be able to get there on time with no major issues. Now to 270 at the Clarksburg exit. No major issues there as folks head southbound and northbound on I-270. Here's a look at your drive times as we head to break.
Mike's clear. 3, 2, 1. Brake rolls. 2:15 and brake.